Now, this particular section doesn't fit comfortably anywhere, but this is the best place to put it. Ideas about how society should be structured and how they should be operated are known as social contract theories, the social contract being the contract that people make with their government or with the society. You remember that Charles I was executed in 1649. So Thomas Hobbes, who was a royalist and a supporter of the idea of royalty, wrote a book. Now, this was obviously not a safe period of time to write a book in which we extol the virtues of absolute monarchy. So the Leviathan is written in code. I remember when I was taking political philosophy or political theory, having to hold the Leviathan in one hand and the Cliff Notes in the other to try to figure out what Hobbes was talking about, but simply digested what Hobbes said, that we are born into a state of nature, but life in a state of nature is nasty, brutish, and generally short. And so to extend their lives and protect their property, individuals surrender their freedom to a sovereign to ensure that they will be protected and that there will be order. And the authority of the sovereign is only limited by the laws and the idea of equality. Now, sometime later, and this is after the Glorious Revolution, so there's no particular reason for John Locke to have to worry about the government being unhappy with his points of view. John Locke writes his two treatises on government. And he said, first off, that the rights to life, liberty, and property are natural rights granted by God, and that governments are established through a social contract to ensure that those rights are protected. The government is limited in its authority, and people retain the right at any time to replace a government which violates the social contract. We're going to see those same views again not too long from now. To restate John Locke's main views: natural rights. One's rights are not granted by government, they are granted by God. The purposes of government are established by those who are being governed. That government is limited, it has only those powers which are granted to it. That it has the consent of the governed, and the governed must agree, and that the people have the right to ultimately revolt, if necessary, to limit the government.